Hello, welcome back to Creations from the Heart. My name is Melissa. If you are brand new here, thanks for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video and like and subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. I certainly appreciate your support. Today we're going to do something a little different. I'm going to do a craft instead of a wreath. I have a lot of stuff in my bathroom that makeup wise, skincare wise, things like that need a home. So I decided I want to make a shelf out of Jenga blocks. So I did get started on some of it already. What you're going to want to need to have, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 12 long this way and 6 this way. So I made one whole one over there. That's going to be the whole size of the shelf. Excuse me. And I started on the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one's 8. So I'm going to show you how I did those. It's going to be 6 stacked on top of each other. And I'm just using wood glue. You can get this wood glue at the Dollar Tree, along with these tower blocks. And I like using this little L ruler for my crafts with my blocks because it helps me keep them in a straight line. Okay, so you've got 6 going up. And you're going to make 4 rows of that. So on the next row, I'm just going to put it on the edge. Okay. And then on the next one, it's going to be on the edge and along the top right there. And then that's going to go connected like that. You're going to do that all the way up. And I've just got some wax paper down as my surface. That way it doesn't stick to my table. I have decided my craft table is not very level, so I didn't want to do this project on my craft table, so I am at my dining room table. Okay, your second row. On to the third row. I really do enjoy making crafts out of the Jenga blocks. It's kind of relaxing. I made a Santa sleigh out of it last year. I did that off of the Crafty Shopper. She makes lots of things with the Jenga blocks, and I really like watching her and getting new ideas off of her. And now we are on to our last row. Okay, and then I just press them all together really nice and tight. And then I like to get a piece of paper towel and just rub the glue that's squeeze the excess and just rub it in between the cracks. And that will just help fill it in a little bit more, okay? And I'm going to pick this up carefully. It's kind of sticking more than the other ones did. And then I'm just going to move it off to the side for it to dry. All right, so that will complete my second shelf. I'm only going to make a 2-tier one. The next thing that I was going to make are going to be the little legs that are going to go on each corner like this to go to the second tier. So to do that, you make 2 sets of 3 for each leg. I've already done 2 of them, and I started and got the 3rd one up here, so now I just need to build 1 more. And I'm just doing them side by side. Oops. No, that one. That one. Okay, and then 1 more. And this project will take a little while because you do want your blocks to dry completely in between. So I make my layers and I let them dry overnight, and then I come back to them the next day. Okay, so that's going to have 4 legs now that I did that. Now the next thing I want to make is going to be the handles. So on my top tier, drop it on here. On my top tier, I want to have handles. So it's going to be 2 on the edge and 2 going across like this, and that'll make handles. So we need to have 2 on each side. So you're going to make 2 that go side by side. And then we won't put the other two on it long ways until those dry. So I might wait just a few hours for this to start to settle, and then I'll come back and just glue these standing up. Like that on the edges, but I do want to give it some drying time before putting any weight on it. Okay, and then the last thing we need to make are the legs that are going to go from the bottom. We have the legs that are connecting the two tiers together, but we need legs for the bottom. So they're not going to be as tall as these legs. We're just going to do them in twos. So we're just going to have it 2 high, and we're going to have 2 layers. Okay? So there's 1. 2. 3. Okay, let's see, I lost count here a little bit. Those are the other legs. And those are the handles. This is 1 legs, 2 legs, 1 leg, so 1 more. Okay. All right. And that's all of our prep work for right now. So like I said, we're going to have to let this dry for a little bit. I will come back after a few hours and I will just put my stacks together like this. I'll go ahead and make my stacks like this for all of my legs. And then for my handles, I'll put my blocks on the ends for the handles. Okay, so I'll do that in a few hours, like I said. And then I will come back tomorrow and we will put it all together. I'm going to stain it tonight as well, I think. If it's dry enough for me to stain it, I'll stain it. If not, then we'll go ahead and stain it tomorrow before we put everything together. So, until I see you again. Hi, welcome back. Okay, all of our pieces are now dry. So we have 2 of your long pieces that are 12 by 6. These took 60 pieces. That's when I say 12 by 6, I mean 12 Jenga blocks going this way and 6 going down. We have 2 of those. We have 4 of our legs that are going to go in between the shelves. We have 4 of our legs that are going to stand up the shelf. And we have 2 handles. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now is staining our project before assembling everything. So to do that, I'm using antique Waverly wax and a rag. And I'm just going to dip my rag in there and then just wipe it on. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I didn't think about this first, but I'm going to take my sanding block and I'm just going to give it a quick sand because some of the glue is still on the top and that's going to keep it from adhering. paper towel to get all that sand dust off of it. Flip it over and do the same thing to the back side. Okay, let's hope that helps a little bit better. Okay. All right, now we have all of our pieces stained except for that one handle that came apart. I'm gonna have to let that glue dry on there a little bit before I stain it. And now we just gotta wait for the stain to dry on all of our pieces and then we can put it together. So I will see you back here shortly. Okay, and I am back. So what we're gonna do now is just start to put these all together. We are still doing it in stages. I would like to use nails to hold the legs in better, but I need to glue it in place first and let that dry and then use the nails for extra support. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to look and see which side I like the best. Okay, I like this side better, so I'm going to make this the bottom. And this is the bottom shelf, so it only gets the legs that are too high. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same for the other one. Let's see which one I like the best. I like this one better, so we're going to put the bottom up right here. Oops. All right, and then we're going to put these onto that piece. Okay, that was simple and quick. We've got all of our legs in place. So now again, I'm just going to set this off to the side to dry. And when we come back, we will put the nails in there, and hopefully that will work so we can have some extra adhesion. Stack the tables on top of each other, the shelves that is, and then put our handles on. So we'll be back again soon. Okay, hi, we are back. I went ahead and put this together offline because the hammering would have been so noisy. I'm sure you can figure out the hammering on your own. So what I did was on my top shelf, I nailed the legs into my top shelf, and then I nailed them onto the bottom shelf underneath here. Then I added my legs to the bottom, and I offset it just a little bit so that I could still nail them in to the bottom right there. Oops, I just lost my handle. Glue's not quite dry on my handles yet. So that was all the nails that I put in to put this all together, and then I just glued my handles onto here, and I'm still waiting for it to dry. But here is the finished project. I think it came out very nice. And I'm going to go set it up, and I'll show you what it is. So here is the final project. I think it looks very nice in my bathroom, which is exactly what I was looking for. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something today. If you did, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. Until next time, have a great day.